opponent from the red corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of the incredible MMA, your very own Nicolano Warrior, Jason Ulagon Margallo.
His opponent, Jason Margallo, representing Camarines Sur, fighting out of the incredible MMA. As you have heard the cheer from the crowd, this definitely will be a fight to watch throughout. The question is if both fighters will take the fight short or will make it go the distance.
And Margallo was supposed to fight against a Korean fighter, but unavoidable situation or problem occurred dun sa kalaban niya dapat. So now, another replacement, one-day notice, itong si Marjan Manahan.
But for those people who don't know, Marjan Manahan is no slack.
Oh yes.
This fight is going to be awesome. Kaya naman, tune in as we go through on this fight.
When the action begins, your referee in charge, Lester Belmosano.
First round para sa ating co-main event of the evening.
Manahan versus Margallo. Manahan taking the middle of the cage. But right now, nandito sila on the side of the cage. Margallo attempting to pin Manahan, but Manahan was able to make them go on different positions. A leg kick there. Also Manahan throwing back a leg kick to Margallo. You can see both fighters sizing up each other. And as Manahan tries to get in, a lead right hook coming from Margallo hits him. That was a beautiful 1-2 from Manahan. And closing the distance, and also a takedown there. He was able to trip Margallo as he pulled his foot. Now let's see if Manahan would be able to get a position here. Manahan able to pass the guard. High crutch at the moment. And we can see that Margallo is trying to get his back. Margallo able to get one of Manahan's leg. Again, just like what Coach Ron has said, Marjan Manahan took this fight on a one-day notice as well. Manahan was able to get out of that and still tries to pass. As the round is going by, Manahan needs to make score, throw strikes, and Margallo needs to get out of this position. Now Manahan was able to pass the guard and is now on a full mount. Throwing punches at Margallo. Let's see how much damage can Margin Manahan cause to Margallo right now. Throwing a couple of strikes, but nothing really big. But that made Margallo give his back. Manahan tries to push through with an armbar at that very awkward position, causing him to be swept.
And
by Margallo.
for Margallo, this is an advantage for him, this position. Alam naman natin si Margallo mahilig to sa mga ground and pound.
Is a top fighter. Now, let's see.
But Margallo needs to be careful in this position because
Yes.
Manahan can also finish the fight with submission kahit sa ganyang position siya.
Yes. But in MMA, it's very hard to actually get an armbar. Because if you're in that position, you're making yourself open to those strikes. And if Margallo, just like what Coach Ron has said, if Margallo really plays a lot of ground and pound, this is putting Margin Manahan in a difficult position to be in. And a dangerous one as well. Now, both fighters get up on their feet.
Medyo may pahabol pantuho doon si Manahan.
Sizing up. Lead kick by Margallo.
Baliwala lang daw, sabi ni Manahan. And that was a good left hook by Margallo. Ayan yung madalas sa sinasabi natin sa mga young fighters. Don't go in or don't approach your opponent kung wala kang gagawin. Kitang-kita natin yung part na yun. Sumugod si Margallo and that's it.
And
Connected.
Manahan was very open though. His hands were down. That's why that right lead hook got in. So it's very important.
Instant connection for Margallo. 10 seconds remaining.
Again, a lead kick. And we can see, observe this kind of tactics from...
And that's it for the first round.
From long-time fighters. Really taking their time when it comes to the first round. Sizing up their opponents.
Madalas ganun naman, you size your opponent.
Understand how they play.
And thinking on how you will execute your game plan.
Yes.
Hindi basta-basta, parang buhay lang rin yan. Pinaplano buhay.
And what's beautiful is you can see the different levels of fighters that we have in this card.
Yes.
The first 3-4 fights, it was all finishes. And that's because those were young fighters that were really, their intention is to finish the game. And which is beautiful. It's not a bad thing. But you will see here on the later games that as we watch these veteran fighters, or those fighters who really has been competing for some time now, but they really understand the game and how they can take advantage of slowing down, taking time, understanding their opponents, and working from that point, and not just going in and bato dito, bato ganyan.
And that's the maturity of Philippine MMA.
Definitely. We are back here at the second round of our co-main event. This is Manahan versus Margallo. The first round was both fighters sizing up each other, understanding where they're going to be playing.
Nagkakasukatan kung how they will execute their plan, their game plan. And again, for the information of our supporters and viewers, this is a short notice, a day notice fight for Manahan.
Manahan.
Oh,
You can see that Manahan is really able to take control of the cage, no? As he's the one who's really moving forward. And what's beautiful as well is that Margallo is able to throw counters that goes in.
Yes.
Kita natin both fighters are really taking their time.
And this day notice fight for Manahan is not actually an advantage for Margallo, because Margallo went through the process of cutting weight. Di ba? So, nagkaroon ng problema dun sa makakalaban ni Margallo. So, Manahan is ready to fight.